Eternal Consciousness, Part 2. When you're one with the universe, the animals come to you. They won't be afraid of you. This has been happening to me ever since Spirit told me to become one with everything. I've been getting up at 2 in the morning and walking barefooted up this road. And deers have just been beginning to come out. They're not being afraid. And I asked Source, why weren't they afraid of me now? And he said, because they know that you are one with them. Source told me to be aware of my surroundings. That's what makes me one with everything. Don't take on a 3-density phobia about hauntings and devils and demons and all that BS stuff. But just be one with nature. There's an eagle flew over my head when I saw this deer coming up the road. This deer basically is something that has intrigued me for a while now. I know that this is the universe that is doing this. It is something that is so awesome. The other morning, there was a mother and her little baby at the cornfield, and I was leaving to go to the fitness center. And it was like the mother was letting me be able to bless the baby. She could sense Source in me. And as a result of that, she wanted me to actually rub the baby. But I had those 3rd density phobias still in me. And Source told me that the next opportunity to do it, because they recognize that I am him and he is me. And so all creatures become one when you're in a 5th density type mentality. There is no fear. There is no concept of fear. In the 5th density, it's nothing but love. Nothing but love and understanding. And as you begin to realize that, you begin to see great exploits happen right in front of your face. This deer is something that is so awesome. It is causing me to begin to realize that everything is one with me. Everything. This deer has no fear of me at all. I saw him when he came up the road earlier today. But it's so awesome how all we have to do is think of our surroundings, and it makes us one with the universe. You see, one with nature. And as we become one with nature, we begin to see clearly what is really going on in life. And in life, it is so awesome. This is such a great exploit. God said that he would do great exploits. And so I'm spending time on this 40 acres of land off the grid, sharing with the universe, being one with nature. You can hear the crickets and the sounds of all the nature at night. Yes, I walked the whole length of this land this morning around 2 o'clock. Spirit woke me up and told me to take my shoes off and walk up this road. And as I began to walk up this road, he shared with me that he was making me one with everything. And that's why the deer has manifested now, because it's a synchronicity or a confirmation that I am one with everything now, and everything is one with me. And it is such an awesome thing to see everything come into fruition. Yes, all we have to do is be in sync with our subconscious, which is God, and everything comes alive. Everything comes in line. Even today, I had the air conditioner on, and Source told me, he said, I'm going to make it rain so you don't have to use your power. He said that when it rains, it's going to cool off your place. And it sure did. So I'm I'm so excited about living out here and getting in touch with nature. I realize that it is source that is doing all of this. I understand that as I begin to be aware of my surroundings, that creates a oneness in me for source to give me a oneness. And I realize that, and I understand that. It's so awesome. So awesome. And I'm going to start posting or putting content like this on YouTube so people can see how important it is to be one with nature, to be one with the universe. Taking off your shoes because the soles will block the grounding of you from the earth. You have to take your shoes off and walk in the grass, walk in the soil. You see, look at that deer. So graceful, so beautiful. He's not afraid at all. It's like he's posing for me. Look at him. Sarge told me that I would see him again. And I see him again. He is so great, so graceful. I just walked behind my land and I saw a whole nother field in behind the land that I'm living on. And he spoke a lot of good things about that land. I'm expecting him to do some great things. But I began to get in touch with my Indian ancestors. They're Blackfoot Indians. They were the warrior kind, the one that wore the mohawks and put the black polish on their feet. And I got in touch with a few of them today, and they told me they summoned me here because they searched through the family and could not find one that could communicate with them. And they found me in the Akashic records as their lineages. And so I was summoned here by my ancestors to be a part of a great reunion. The ancestors said it would be a reunion. This is a reunion. The reason why I was summoned here on this land. It's a great reunion. That deer is so, what is the word I'm looking for? So translucent that the grass doesn't even move and he's in it and it's not moving. He is so graceful, so graceful. But it is so beautiful out here. So family, I made the right move when I made this move here. But I walked up this road at 2 in the morning, at 2 a.m. Tuesday morning. God woke me up and told me to take off my shoes. And he said, walk the length of the land. And I walked it. I didn't have those Hollywood phobias of devils and demons and Harry Krueger and, Jeffrey Dahmer or whoever, That's why we stay in those toxicity phobias. Most people wouldn't do it because they would already be toxic with all those flawed premises. But I came away from the third density phobias and began to walk into the fifth dimension of consciousness where there's nothing but love. Yes, he told me basically to look in the stars, look in the sky. He said the moon was my mother and the stars were my brothers. The North Star was my big brother. This is all native Indian talk. And I didn't even know it at the time. He just allowed the ancestors to manifest today. When I was praying in the spirit, my spiritual language turned into Indian language, and I recognized it. And they came in and they began to speak, and they said that they had summoned me here. They looked into my Akashic records and saw that I was a part of their lineages, and so they wanted me here to bring a reunion. They're wanting a reunion of all the ancestors. They said they used to walk this land where the deer and the antelope played and the buffalo, and they said they would walk and hunt with no shoes. They had no shoes, and they would never get stuck by sticker briars or any such thing as that. They cleared the land. They made the land plush and soft like carpet. The woods, when they dropped the branches, they would clear out the branches with the thick briars on them, so they wouldn't cut their feet. And they kept the forest neat. They said it was a neatness. It wasn't just wild and like the Hollywood portray it with cowboys and Indians. It wasn't like that. They were very civil, very, very, very stoic, very wise. They lived long, long lives. They lived off the land. They drank herbal teas. And they were sharing with me that as I continue to be one with them, that they will reveal to me all of their stoic remedies that has been lost throughout the decades. This is Brett Lawson signing off. Be blessed. Off the grid.